Hey everyone, how you doing today? My name's Kirsty, aka Beth Bookish, and if you are also a fan of the reading Wren, remember this game? This isn't the exact board that Wren used, but because I think they got rid of it when they stopped playing it, so I just quickly used a cat litter box cardboard box that arrived yesterday and made it myself. This is the Demon Trap TBR game. Wren has 2 TBR games that they've done on their channel over the years. The first of these is TBR Gate, which is based off of Stargate series. And then we had the Demon Trap, which is based off of Supernatural. Now, if you know anything about me, you know that Supernatural is absolutely something that I love, enjoy, obsess over, worship, etc. While Stargate is something I actively have avoided until now. So, I wanted to kind of pay homage to both games of theirs. And I was like, right, I want to play the Demon Trap as properly as I can, and I was going to use the Demon Trap as my main December TBR game. But then what I'm also going to do is similar to what Wren did for Spookopoly. Instead of doing all of the rolls at the start of the month and then picking a TBR, it was every time they finished a book they did another roll. And that's what I'm going to do with the Stargate books. So hopefully the Stargate choices will align with what I get from TBR Gate. I've done a few changes with the cards, so a lot of the cards that Wren had non-reading prompts, but the whole point of me doing this is to read the books that I'm most excited for on Wren's shelves, or to read books that Wren owns that I may not necessarily either pick up for myself or just wouldn't get to anytime soon. So that's why I've decided to take out all of the non-reading prompts. I've also taken out some readathon prompts because it's like, well, I'm not really doing readathons this month. I'm just trying to focus on the books that I've either bought here in Australia, have got from the library, or that are on Wren's shelves. Like I said, I'm going to play the game and then I'm going to draw one card to start me off with the Stargate books, and then every time I finish that book, like when I finish that book, I'll pick the next one. So let's head on over to the board, let's play the game, find out what our reading prompts are, and see if I'm going to have a great time or start packing my suitcase because, you know, just crazy. So let's go see what prompts we end up with, shall we? So this is my version of Wren's board. As you can see, it was a very quick job. It probably took me like 20 minutes, but it serves the purpose. It is a Demon Trap, and so we have all the cards. I've already shuffled everything and it's all ready to go. Mr. Chopper!
Right, welcome to my life. His claws are so loud.
Every video, it's like he comes over to be like, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? Oh, yourself. Oh, fuck off then.
Every time I start talking to a camera, he starts making noise. I'm like, for fuck's sake.
So, Demon is the first thing that we pick. So we find out, who am I going to be drawing? There's a couple that I'm kind of not wanting, a couple that I kind of am. So let's see. Demon is... Hell yeah. My favourite demon.
Yeah.
My favourite trope. My favourite card. I actually really wanted either this one or Ruby. So we're going to be catching Meg this time around. Who is going to be capturing Megadeth? Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I'm really bad at shuffling at the best of times, and then because these have got these little bits, they keep catching on them and don't shuffle very well. I apologise. Who is going to be... Please don't be Sam. I'm redrawing if it's Sam.
Be Sam.
It's not! It is Billy, a BIPOC main character. Ooh, a little bit of sapphic stuff going on here. Demon and death.
Ooh, there's a fanfic.
Yeah. Where is Billy drawing this trap for Meg? She'll be drawing it on the floor. Oh, fuck off. I really did not want this one.
Yeah.
Of all of them. Also, that's going to be really, really hard because I doubt many of your books are under.
Oh, I know what you could read though. A book that you bought.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep that little conversation in. So we got The Floor, which is an under 3.45 star rating. And I initially, as you just heard, I was like, oh, but then as Wren's just reminded me, there is a book that we both bought that is under that. And I'm now very nervous to read it, even though I loved the author and I was excited, and I'm still excited for it, even though I'm also nervous. So we will do it on The Floor.
Hey.
And what are they going to be doing it with? Wow, I'm on it today. She is going to be drawing her trap with spray paint, a colourful cover. Okay, cool. And then we have the sigil cards. So these are the cards that have like either reading or non-reading prompts that I need to do, and I can choose to double them up with one of these three if I wish to, or I can choose to do them all separate. We will see what I get and then I will make my decision. The first one we have is one of the most difficult ones in the entire deck. Thank you, Wren. Page number ends in 93, which was for Wren's birthday, but as it's me playing, we're going to do 91. So the book has to end with a 91. So 291, 391, whatever.
I love that was one I was like, oh, you should probably take that out. You're like, that's fine.
I'm not going to draw that. Number 2. A new release. Ooh. Number 3, we have... Oh, that one's easy. A physical read. Yeah, so number 4, we have a book I meant to read last year. I'm pretty sure Wren's got at least one that I'm interested in. Wait, was that the last note? And then the final sigil. Number 5, Please Don't Be Evil. Sure. Okay, that one I...
You like manifested that.
Oh, damn it, it's on the stand. It's fine. I am doubling up over 500 pages and 3.45.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, is it though?
Let me look around because it is currently on your screen.
Wait, is it? Oh, yeah. No! 496! No! I'm gonna take a minute and I'll be back. Okay, after a mini meltdown, multiple checks of books, I finally worked out. So I am doing one double up, and that is over 500 pages. Oh wait, I can't double it up with another sigil, can I?
Nope.
Fuck. I hate you. I mean, I love you, but I hate you. So I'm going to double up the over 500 pages with colourful cover. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I better go check the shelves and pick my books, and once I have some charged batteries, I will come back and I will announce the books. Oh, why did I do this? Oh wait, I've got to do a Stargate one. So I'm just going to do characters for the TBR Gate. They're easier cards to shuffle and grab, and also they each have 2 prompts, so I have options. And your girl needs options right now. So, who is the first character? I don't know any of these bloody characters, so I'm not going to know anyway. But let's see if I pick one of Wren's favourites. So the character for the first book is Amelia Banks, either an ebook or green on the cover. She can sit with Meg. I don't know if they would get on.
Amelia would beat the shit out of Meg.
Those are my books. Gonna go pick and I'll be back soon. Okay, I have scoured every single shelf, and other than the manga shelves, which very rarely have page numbers, and I don't want to have to Goodreads every single one of them because it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm going to redraw. Oh wait, I didn't check one of the shelves. I'm going to check one more shelf, and if I don't find it, I'm redrawing. Yeah, no, that was a bust. So we're going to draw another one. So our final prompt, I'm scared, very scared. Final prompt is... Oh! library.
The perfect one.
I'm so happy because I have all of these, I have all of these, and most of those are all library books. Thank you, libraries. So here is the stack that I've ended up with based off of those prompts. I forgot to write down the order that I drew the prompts in, and we are leaving the house in like the next 15 minutes or so. So I kind of didn't have time to waste putting them in order. So we're just going to get to these as I reach them. It's not the biggest and worst stack that I've ever pulled. It's also not the most strategic I've ever been. And I still also have all of the books that I got from the library, as well as the graphic novels, as well as all of Wren's manga. It's just crazy. But I have included a few smaller books in this pile. I will do the books for the sort of like the main prompts first. So the first one was obviously our demon card. For this, I drew Meg, and that said favourite trope. Now, I think when Wren drew Meg, they did it as like their favourite trope ever, like the one. I thought of just sort of what I might, like I just picked one favourite trope of all of mine. And the one that I've gone for fits a book that I really wanted to pick up, which also fits the Stargate prompt, I've just realised, so I didn't have to pick an extra book. But I'm kind of happy with my decision. I went with the trope of kind of, I don't know if this is enemies to lovers, but I am aware it's like reluctant allies and sort of, you know, two people from opposite factions and opposite ends of the thing that have to work together. So it's like that reluctant ally, and I love that trope. Even if it doesn't become romantic, I just love that trope of two opposite people or two people that are rivals having to work together. And that is Masters of Death by Oliver Blake. I've been really intrigued by this one for quite a while. The Atlas 6 didn't interest me at all, but this one really, really did. And I also really loved the acknowledgement, like the quote at the very front, where it's like, for Garrett, an alleged mortal without whom my existence would be bleak, for my mother who assured me that this book is not blasphemy, and for you for being here when so many other worlds are calling. I thought that was so sweet, and it's made me really more interested. This one is, there is a game that the immortals play, there is only one rule, don't lose. You've got Viola and Fox. She is a struggling estate agent and is a vampire. The issue is that the house she's selling is haunted. The ghost haunting this mansion has been murdered, and until he solves the mystery behind his death, he refuses to move on. Then we have Fox, who is a medium. He's also a shameless fraud. He's not entirely useless, however, as he's also the godson of death. When Viola seeks out Fox to resolve her ghost infestation, Fox becomes embroiled in a quest that neither he nor Vi expects or wants. Also kind of reluctant hero, always a thing that interests me. And then they enlist a crew of supernatural creatures, including a poltergeist, a demonic personal trainer, a sharp-voiced angel, and a love-stricken reaper. So many keywords, so many buzzwords. I'm hoping and praying that I absolutely love this one. Then one that I have slightly less hope for, unfortunately, as I have met this author very recently and I absolutely loved her and I was so excited for this, but apparently on Goodreads it's not very well reviewed. This is a book that was drawn on the floor sigil, and was a under 3.45 on Goodreads, and that is The Girl with No Reflection by Kesha Chow. It has like a 4.24, I think. But she even said during the panel that she was on that the biggest criticism she's seen people have with her novel is the fact that the teenagers are like really unlikable and they make stupid decisions. And she was like, they're teenagers. That is inherently their job. She was like, teenagers are dickheads. So therefore my characters are dickheads. And I was like, okay, that's absolutely hilarious. And she's not wrong. But the cover of this is so stunning. I love it so much. It's so pretty. I am excited for it. I'm kind of annoyed that it was under 500 pages. I was like, for God's sake. But we are going to get to it. And I'm also reading this for another vlog for books that I've picked up at that convention. So I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone, or reading two books with one read. project, I don't know, something to do with two things in one. The next one was the person who draws the sigil, and I picked Billy, which is a BIPOC main character. For this, I picked up one of the graphic novels that I got from the library. I don't really know anything about this. It's very sci-fi-esque, but it is Self-Made, Volume 1, and you can see the main character, she is BIPOC. She's got like beautiful design, beautiful hair, everything just looks so stunning. The art does look fantastic when I do a very quick glance at this. So I am excited, and it says, when chaos besieges the kingdom of Arcadia, warrior Amala Sitali uncovers a shocking truth. Her world isn't real. She's actually a non-player character in a state-of-the-art video game. With her very existence at stake, Amala embarks on a world-spanning journey to escape her prison, find her creator, and demand answers to the fundamental questions of her being. Does sound pretty good. I'm not always a fan of the whole like video games realizing that they're video games, but I did really love Free Guy, the movie with Ryan Reynolds, and I did love the concept, so maybe I will love this one. And then we had the double up, which I doubled up the medium used to draw the sigil, which is the spray paint, which is a colourful cover, and over 500 pages, because I did not want to add a second like big chunky book to my TBR when I already have The Girl with No Reflection, which is almost 500. So for this, I've gone with Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. Obviously you can see this is, oh, the title's kind of faded off. But you can see it is a very colourful cover. It's very bright. I did start this. I got it from the library last year. I read the first like 40, 50 pages. And even though I didn't get time to finish it, and it has been one that I've been thinking about a lot, so I decided to go with it. And this is basically, Laszlo Strange is an orphan who's grown up with this sort of like light in this kind of like monastery type situation, and has kind of been obsessed with the legend of this lost city. People think he's a little bit, you know, because it's like, why would you obsess over something that doesn't exist? And then a stunning opportunity presents itself in the person of a hero called the Godslayer and a band of legendary warriors, and he has his chance to seize or lose his dream forever. And he ends up going to this place that everyone thought was mythical and thought wasn't real, and he ends up finding out that it is real, and he then meets the blue-skinned goddess who appears in Laszlo's dreams. How did he dream her before he knew she existed? And if all the gods are dead, why does she seem so real? I definitely loved Laini Taylor's writing when I read Daughter of Spoken Bone, but as you know, I had issues with one of the major tropes of that book. So I'm taking my chances with this one and hoping that it doesn't go that direction again. Otherwise I might cry, because I really want to love her writing. I just don't like the tropes. I didn't like the tropes that she picked last time, so I'm hoping it's going to be different. And now for the actual, like the sigils, I can't remember the order I picked them, so you're just going to get them in whatever order I've stacked them. The first of them is a new release, and I count anything that was released in 2024 to be a new release. Thankfully, Wren had one on their shelf that I've been eyeing up since before I even got here, and was written on my phone as one I wanted to get to, and that is Where the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Poronek. This one I know instantly became a favourite of Wren's when they read it, and it's like, once upon a time in a forest of tangled secrets, a wild girl and a broken boy fell in love, and I think this is the one that has the alternate cover where it's got a sort of dark, another theme. It's like all woodlandy, and it's got like two people on the cover. I'll show it here if it is the cover I think it is, and I absolutely love both covers, so I might end up buying both editions if I love this book, because just so pretty, and like the fine detailing in the background with like the skull and the mushrooms. Of course Wren loves it, it's got mushrooms, but it just looks so cool. Magic is monstrous and its practitioners are monsters, and then she discovers that she has magic, and when she unleashes her own powers, she is caught by the demon warden of the wood, who offers her a bargain, 1 year of servitude in exchange for a wish. And then she has to enter this wood in order to like serve him. And it says, those who enter the wood do not always return. And it's like a dark gothic fairy tale. And we all know I'm in my dark gothic era. This could be a potential book of the year for me. and will follow my trend of finding some of my favourite books, if not my book of the year, in the final couple of months of the year, because that seems to be a running trend with me, but we shall see how I go. The next one was a physical read. This basically just meant that anything on the shelves I could just grab. And I did consider a manga, but then I thought, no, there is actually a book that I haven't yet been able to fit anywhere else. So I will add it tentatively to this TBR. It's another one from Wren's favourite shelf. I know it's one that they've talked about a couple of times, and I've seen so many good things about this book, and that is Butcher and Blackbird. I feel like I don't even need to explain what this is about because everyone seems to know what it is. But Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. This is basically a serial killer? Yeah, rival murderers. So it's two serial killers who brush into each other and a weird, messed up romance ensues. They've got to work together because there's an even bigger, badder person and they've got to team up against them. And I'm like, I'm not sure about this one, but I'm also loosely intrigued. It's not a book I would have picked up, but the fact that it's just here readily available, I went for it. They then had a book I meant to read last year, and I immediately knew what I was picking up for this one, and there was no hesitation. I just went straight to the shelf and grabbed it, and that is Gallant by V. Schwab. Is anyone surprised by this, that I have put Gallant on yet another TBR as something I want to read? Because I'm not. I've literally had this book 3 or 4 times now from Libby and my local library, and I've just never gotten round to it. I don't know why. When it has that, it says like it's gothic again, and it's got that kind of like dark gothic house setting that I've been loving this year, and Wren said that it's got that atmospheric feel that I am desperately seeking right now. But I've heard some people who love V. Schwab, like I do, who haven't enjoyed it, so that's why I've been a bit nervous. But then again, there are people like V. Schwab, every single book of hers reads differently, and there are books that people who loved Dark Shades of Magic didn't enjoy, but I did. Like Addie LaRue, I absolutely loved it when a lot of people didn't, so I'm hoping that it will be the same here. But 16-year-old Olivia Pryor is missing 3 things: a mother, a father, and a voice. Her only companions are the ghouls she sees and her mother's journal, which captured a mind in turmoil. Until she receives a letter from an uncle she's never met, summoning her to his estate, Gallant. But when she arrives, she discovers her uncle is dead and the estate is empty, save for her cousin Matthew and the servants. Gallant is a house of secrets, a house sitting in Lonely Vigil, a place where the ghouls are powerful. As Olivia searches for answers about her family, her past, she discovers a dark reflection of everything she knew, an ancient realm where ghosts take form and the Dark Master sits waiting for her. Ah! I want to read it. I'm gonna read it. It's gonna happen. And then to finish off, I went for 2 kind of nice, easy, quick reads that are like quick wins for me so I can try and trap this goddamn demon. And the first of those, I originally drew the card that said ends in 93, and as I said in the clip, I was going to change that to 91 to reflect my birthday. I checked so many books, and in the end I redrew and got library, which is far better for me because it meant I got a teeny tiny little one. And that is The Tea Dragon Society by Kay O'Neill. It is like a super cute, wholesome book about tea and dragons. After discovering a lost tea dragon in the marketplace, Greta learns about the dying art form of tea dragon caretaking from the kind tea shop owners Hesekiel and Eric. As she befriends them and their shy ward Minette, Greta sees how the craft enriches their lives and eventually her own. So I feel like this is just going to be like a really super cute, cozy, kind of like Legends and Latte-esque, but with dragons kind of book, and I really hope that I'm not wrong. Wren got pre-ordered for me I think there's only 3 in the series, and Wren ordered all 3 from the library, so I do have all 3 and I'm starting with this one. And then one that, as I said, there are multiple, I think almost every single book on that pile would also have fit the Amelia Banks, the Stargate prompt that I pulled, because it said ebook or green on the cover, and almost all of these books have green. But I did pick out a individual solo book for this prompt, and that is Dinosaur Sanctuary Volume 1 by Itaru Kinoshita, research consultant Shinichi Fujiwara. Even at a quick glance, I'm already in love with the art style, the detail, and the character designs I'm really enjoying, and I haven't even gotten to the dinosaur bit yet. Ooh, I just got to the dinosaur bit. Like the detail I'm gonna, if nothing else, the artwork in this is gonna blow me away. But this is Dinosaurs Are Alive. In 1946, a remote island was discovered where dinosaurs never went extinct. Through breeding and genetic manipulation, dinosaur populations increased and dinomania reached a fever pitch worldwide, until a certain terrible incident occurred. Afterward, dinosaur reserves like Enoshima Dinoland fell on hard times. Enter Sumo Suzume, a kind-hearted rookie dino keeper. Can she be the one to save Dinoland from extinction? That sounds so cute. So yeah, that is my TBR for December, and I have the added pressure of it being in another country. I've got a very limited time, and we're going to be pretty busy through December because that's when we're really going to start doing some of like the touristy stuff, as well as all of the Christmas stuff and the family stuff. It's gonna be a challenge, but it's gonna be fun. So let me know in the comments if you have read any of these books, and if you've read multiple of these books, which was your favourite. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Wren for creating this game so I could have a bit of a play while I was here. I hope you're all good. I hope you're staying safe, and until next time,